Chapter 41. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Captain Zheng, I have Lin Feng's bank card number. I'll give you Lin Feng's bank card number. Li Yuan smiled and shouted, Xiao Li, send Lin Feng's bank card number to Captain Zheng. Okay, master. The voice of Xiao Li, the artificial intelligence, sounded. Received. Zheng Haifeng took out his mobile phone and took a look, and said, I'll transfer the money to Lin Feng right away. After Zheng Haifeng finished the operation on his mobile phone, Lin Feng's mobile phone vibrated immediately. Lin Feng took out his mobile phone and found that he had received a text message. Your card with the last number 2233 received 5 million blue star coins, and the balance is 529,6500 blue star coins. Lin Feng had just finished reading the text message when his mobile phone vibrated again. Another text message was sent to Lin Feng's mobile phone. Your card with the last number 2233 received 5 million blue star coins, and the balance is 10296500 blue star coins. After reading the text message, Lin Feng was stunned. How did he receive another 5 million? Lin Feng, you should have received the 5 million I transferred to you, right? Li Yuan said. Director Li, did you transfer that 5 million to me? Lin Feng came back to his senses. Li Yuan nodded. Lin Feng, you helped me complete 2 advanced cultivation methods, and the 5 million is my reward to you. Director Li, I actually got your martial arts for free. Lin Feng replied. Lin Feng, this is not a free ride. Li Yuan waved his hand and said, a high-level martial arts is of great value. Incomplete high-level martial arts have no copyright. Once the incomplete high-level martial arts are completed, you can apply for copyright. As long as you have the copyright, you can sell the martial arts on the Blue Star Fighting Network. The price of a high-level martial arts can be as low as a few million, or as expensive as tens of millions or even hundreds of millions. That's why a kind of repairer who specializes in repairing martial arts and cultivation methods has emerged on the internet. If I want to ask these repairers to repair high-level martial arts, I will have to spend at least hundreds of millions. This I gave you 5 million is not much. A repairer who specializes in repairing martial arts and cultivation methods. Lin Feng raised his eyebrows and said, Director Li, where can I receive tasks to repair martial arts and cultivation methods? You can receive repair tasks on the repair interface of the Blue Star Fighting Network. Li Yuan smiled and said, however, public repair tasks are generally rarely posted by warriors. Usually, if a warrior has incomplete martial arts or cultivation methods, they will go directly to the Blue Star Fighting Network to find a familiar repairer, or a repairer with a high level and score, to help them repair martial arts and cultivation methods. Lin Feng, you want to become a repairer, right? Zheng Haifeng walked up. Lin Feng nodded, I want to try. It's easy to become a repairer. You go to the Blue Star Fighting Network to register an account and then certify a repairer. Zheng Haifeng said. Captain Zheng, how can I certify as a repairer? Lin Feng asked curiously. This is easy. You just fill in the information online and do facial recognition, and you can become an apprentice repairer. Zheng Haifeng paused and continued, however, there are tens of millions of apprentice repairers on the Blue Star Fighting Network now. Even if you become an apprentice repairer, it may be difficult to get repair tasks. Ah, tens of millions of apprentice repairers. Lin Feng curled his lips and said, Captain Zheng, how can I get more repair tasks? You can join the Repairer Guild. The better repairer guilds usually have more repair tasks, and they will assign tasks to the repairers of the guild. However, it may be difficult for newly registered repairers to join the Repairer Guild. Zheng Haifeng said. Is that so? Lin Feng frowned. Okay, it's getting late, and I should go back. Zheng Haifeng looked at the watch on his wrist and said, Lin Feng, next time if I get incomplete martial arts and cultivation methods, can I find you again? Of course. Lin Feng nodded. Okay, then give me your contact information so I can contact you later. My mobile number is 133,236. I've got your number. If I find any more incomplete martial arts or cultivation methods, I'll come find you again. Zheng Haifeng smiled and left. Su Gaoqian also wrote down Lin Feng's phone number and followed him. Director Li, I'll go back first. Almost all the martial arts and cultivation methods here at Li Yuan have been cultivated to perfection by Lin Feng, so there is no need for Lin Feng to stay any longer. Li Yuan nodded. Lin Feng, be careful on the road. Okay. Lin Feng replied and called. He took a car home. After returning to Mingyue community, Lin Feng was still thinking about the repairman. He could earn millions by repairing a high-level martial arts and cultivation method. If he could repair a few more, wouldn't he be able to make a fortune? First log into the Blue Star Fighting Network and certify a repairman. Lin Feng muttered to himself, sat in front of the computer, and entered the Blue Star Fighting Network. The information to be filled in for a certified repairman is not complicated. Is that all? Facial recognition in progress. Facial recognition completed. Congratulations to Xiao Lin for becoming an apprentice repairman. After Lin Feng became an apprentice repairman, several more sections immediately appeared on the Blue Star Fighting Network interface. One of the sections is public repair tasks and another is guild tasks. Lin Feng clicked on public repair tasks, which was empty. It's just like what Captain Zheng said. Almost no one will put the repair task on the public repair task. Lin Feng sighed and clicked guild task. You haven't joined the guild yet. Joining the guild will get you guild tasks, guild subsidies and many other benefits. The following is the real-time ranking of the guilds. The first-ranked guild is Tianlong Guild, the second-ranked is Lian Guild, the third-ranked is Kaishan Guild, the fourth-ranked is Zhongxin Guild. After Lin Feng looked at the guild rankings and the conditions for joining, he was dumbfounded. To join the top 10 guilds, you must be at least a senior repairer. Even if you want to join the guilds at the back, you must be at least an intermediate repairer. Lin Feng has just been certified as an apprentice repairer and is not qualified to join these guilds at all. It seems that I can't join the guild for the time being. I can only take my time with this repair task. Lin Feng sighed and exited the Blue Star Fighting Network. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining 200 optimization points. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining 300 optimization points. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining 200 optimization points. The system's voice kept ringing in Lin Feng's mind. Lin Feng's optimization points increased rapidly. Chapter 42. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Feng's optimization points suddenly rose rapidly. Host, Lin Feng, optimization points, 3623. Free optimization times, 1, what's going on? Why did my optimization points suddenly increase by 1,300? Lin Feng was stunned. He couldn't figure out why he suddenly had 1,300 more optimization points. Forget it, let's go to the Campus Warrior Network to sign in first. Lin Feng was too lazy to think about it and went straight to the Campus Warrior Network to sign in. Congratulations on getting 1 contribution point. I got another contribution point. How long do I have to wait before I can exchange it for martial arts and cultivation methods? No, why do I have so many unread messages? Lin Feng suddenly found that his unread messages became 99 plus. He had just joined the Campus Warrior Network. Where did so many unread messages come from? With doubts, Lin Feng clicked on the unread messages. The page jumped and a large number of comments appeared. Teacher Xiaolin, you are my god. You actually optimized the Liuguang sword technique into the meteor sword technique, and your improved practice method is so useful. I have already practiced the meteor sword technique to perfection. Teacher Xiaolin, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said you were showing off. You are really awesome. Teacher Xiaolin, I kowtow to you. You are so awesome. Teacher Xiaolin, you are so awesome. Your optimized meteor sword technique is not only cool, but also awesome. Lin Feng was stunned when he saw the comments in the comment area. Last night, these teachers said he was showing off, but now his reputation on the internet has changed. It seems that the 1,300 optimization points I just got were brought to me by these teachers. Lin Feng finally knew the origin of the previous 1,300 optimization points. These teachers on the internet not only brought Lin Feng a large number of optimization points, but also brought Lin Feng 1,633 contribution points. This time the harvest is not bad. Lin Feng smiled. With these 1,633 contribution points, he can exchange martial arts and cultivation methods on the Campus Warrior website. Teacher Xiaolin, do you know the Spirit Tiger Seal? Now there is no teacher in the entire Campus Warrior website who knows the Spirit Tiger Seal. Can you give me a tutorial on the Spirit Tiger Seal? I can give you a reward. Lin Feng found a netizen named De Huang who left him a message. The Spirit Tiger Seal. What kind of martial arts is this? Lin Feng searched on the Campus Warrior website and found many posts about the Spirit Tiger Seal. Family members, recently a new advanced martial arts has been added to the forum. This martial arts is called Spirit Tiger Seal. Is there any big guy who is more than 20 centimeters tall in the forum who has learned the Spirit Tiger Seal? The new advanced martial arts Spirit Tiger Seal that has been added to the forum recently is so difficult. I have been practicing for several days and have not touched the threshold. Is there any brother who can teach me? Brothers, who knows Spirit Tiger Seal? Teach me. If anyone can teach me Spirit Tiger Seal, I will reward him with 1,000 contribution points. 500 contribution points, please teach me Spirit Tiger Seal. Lin Feng looked at the posts posted by the teachers and felt that this group of teachers was not serious. Sure enough, even teachers let themselves go on the internet. I didn't expect so many people on the internet to ask for teaching Spirit Tiger Seal. If I teach Spirit Tiger Seal, I should be able to get a lot of contribution points, right? Lin Feng muttered to himself and then entered the martial arts section. A large number of martial arts appeared in front of Lin Feng. Only a small number of martial arts do not require contribution points. For example, the Liuguang sword method that Lin Feng checked before is a martial art that is free this week and does not require any contribution points. But more martial arts require contribution points to redeem. Spirit Tiger Seal requires 800 contribution points to redeem. Exchange for the Spirit Tiger Seal first. Lin Feng spent 800 contribution points and successfully exchanged for the Spirit Tiger Seal. Exchange successful. Do you want to play? Lin Feng clicked to play, and a video appeared on the computer screen. In the video, a white-haired old man made seals with his hands, and the seals on his hands kept changing. Finally, a translucent giant tiger was slapped out by him. A mountain range in front collapsed. This is quite powerful. But this Spirit Tiger Seal is indeed a bit difficult to learn. Lin Feng watched the video again twice before he learned the Spirit Tiger Seal. Optimize the Spirit Tiger Seal first. Lin Feng communicated with the system, and the system's voice sounded in Lin Feng's mind. Excuse me, host, do you want to optimize the Spirit Tiger Seal? This optimization requires 300 optimization points. Optimize. Ding, optimize. The transformation is successful, and the Spirit Tiger Seal has been optimized to the Dragon Tiger Seal. Lin Feng suddenly had a lot of memories in his mind. These memories are all about the practice method of the Dragon Tiger Seal. After digesting these memories, Lin Feng couldn't help but smile. The Dragon Tiger Seal is divided into 3 seals in total. The first seal can condense into a tiger, the second seal condenses into a dragon, the third seal can condense into a dragon and a tiger. Moreover, the power of each seal of the Dragon Tiger Seal is several times more powerful than the power of the Spirit Tiger Seal. The third seal of the Dragon Tiger Seal, dragon and tiger, is more than 10 times more powerful than the Spirit Tiger Seal. The Dragon Tiger Seal is powerful, but it is too troublesome to practice. It is already very difficult for that group of teachers to practice the Spirit Tiger Seal. If they are asked to practice the Dragon Tiger Seal, they will never succeed in practicing. Let's simplify the practice method of the Dragon Tiger Seal first. Lin Feng communicated with the system again. Ding, may I ask if the host would like to optimize the practice method of Dragon and Tiger Seal? This optimization will consume 260 system points. Optimize. Ding, the optimization is successful. The optimized practice method of Dragon and Tiger Seal quickly entered Lin Feng's mind. after Lin Feng digested all the memories, he was stunned. According to the meridian operation method of dragon and tiger seal, you can practice the tiger seal by shaking your flower hands and learning the tiger roar for 10,000 times. Shake your flower hands and learn the dragon roar for 20,000 times to practice the dragon seal. Shake your flower hands and learn the tiger roar and dragon roar for 30,000 times to practice the dragon and tiger seal. I want to shake all my flower hands in this life. Lin Feng's mouth twitched, and he waved his flowery hands. The first time, roar. The second time, roar. The third time, roar. The 10,000th time, roar. The spiritual energy in Lin Feng's body suddenly began to circulate rapidly, and the powerful force gathered in his palm, turning into a palm-sized translucent tiger. Lin Feng stood on the balcony and gently slapped the tiger seal in his hand. Roar. The translucent tiger quickly enlarged, rushed towards the sky, and finally exploded. Chapter 43. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The translucent tiger rushed towards the sky and finally exploded. Lin Feng practiced the first seal of dragon and tiger seal to perfection. Next, continue to practice the dragon seal. Lin Feng stood on the balcony, waved his flowery hands, and imitated the dragon's roar. The first time, roar. The second time, roar. The third time, roar. The person upstairs is sick, waving flowery hands in the middle of the night is fine, but what are you yelling about? The person upstairs came out of a mental hospital. Which mental hospital did this patient escape from? A shouting and cursing sounded downstairs. Lin Feng. The 20,000th time, roar. Dragon roars. Powerful power surged out of Lin Feng's body, and a translucent ferocious little dragon condensed in the palm of Lin Feng's hand. Lin Feng waved his palm to slap the ferocious little dragon out, and the ferocious little dragon quickly enlarged in the sky and finally exploded. The second seal, the dragon seal, is also done. Lin Feng smiled, returned to the room, closed the balcony door, continued to shake his flower hands, and imitated the dragon's roar and tiger's roar. The first time, roar. The second time, roar. The third time, roar. The 30,000th time, roar. The spiritual energy in Lin Feng's body quickly circulated along the tendons and veins. A powerful force gushed out of Lin Feng's body frantically, gathering into a translucent phantom of a dragon and a tiger intertwined. Lin Feng came to the balcony and slapped the translucent phantom into the sky. Roar. The phantom of the dragon and the tiger intertwined quickly enlarged and finally exploded in the sky. Who the hell is setting off a cannon in the neighborhood? Fuck. This cannon is really loud. Who is so unvirtuous that he sets off such a loud cannon in the neighborhood? That the people downstairs started cursing again. Lin Feng hurriedly closed the balcony door and sat back in front of the computer. Now that he has mastered the dragon tiger seal, he can publish the practice method and get more contribution points. I'll just open a separate post. Lin Feng typed on the keyboard and opened a new post. Friends who want to learn the spirit tiger seal can come in and take a look. Fuck, isn't this Teacher Shaolin? Teacher Shaolin appears again. Ha ha ha. Teacher Shaolin finally showed up. Teacher Shaolin, you are my god. Teacher Shaolin, I beg you to explain the spirit tiger seal. As soon as Lin Feng's post was posted, it immediately received a lot of comments. It seems that everyone wants to learn the spirit tiger seal. I just created the post, and there are so many teachers commenting. Lin Feng smiled and wrote in the post. I optimized the spirit tiger seal into the dragon tiger seal. The dragon tiger seal is divided into 3 seals in total. Lin Feng carefully introduced the dragon tiger seal in the post and wrote out the practice method of the dragon tiger seal. Fuck, shaking flower hands and learning tiger roar and dragon roar. Can this really help you practice the dragon and tiger seal? Teacher Shaolin, can this method really work? Why does this method look so ridiculous? This method looks like a joke, can it really work? This method is too fake. But since it is the method summarized by Teacher Shaolin, I decided to give it a try. No more talk, let's give Teacher Shaolin 100 contribution points first. Reward first and then practice. I will give teacher Xiaolin 200 contribution points. More than a dozen comments appeared in the comment area. Some teachers have not yet started to reward Lin Feng with contribution points. In just a few minutes, Lin Feng received a reward of 1,500 contribution points. Adding the more than 1,000 contribution points Lin Feng had previously obtained, Lin Feng now has a total of 2,335 contribution points. With more than 2,000 contribution points, I should be able to exchange for some good martial arts and cultivation methods. Lin Feng clicked to enter the cultivation method interface. He has mastered a lot of martial arts recently, and doesn't need martial arts for the time being. On the contrary, Lin Feng has mastered very few cultivation methods, so he wanted to take a look at the cultivation methods this time. These cultivation methods all look pretty good. There are a total of hundreds of cultivation methods in the Campus Warrior Network. Among them, there are more than a dozen advanced cultivation methods. After reading the introduction of all the advanced cultivation methods, Lin Feng finally looked at an advanced cultivation method called Qilin art. According to the introduction of this cultivation method, after practicing this cultivation method, the warrior can greatly increase the speed of absorbing spiritual energy and strengthen the spiritual energy into spiritual energy containing Qilin energy. After possessing this spiritual energy containing Qilin energy, the martial arts displayed by the warrior will become more powerful. This Qilin art looks pretty good, not bad. It only takes 2,000 contribution points to redeem, and it's not too expensive. Lin Feng said to himself, and decisively redeemed the Qilin art. The redemption is successful. Do you want to play it? Lin Feng clicked to play, and a teaching video appeared on Lin Feng's computer. In the video, a half-transparent old man sat cross-legged and practiced the Qilin art. The way the spiritual energy circulated in the old man's tendons and veins was clearly presented, and with the old man's explanation, Lin Feng quickly mastered the Qilin art. This Qilin art is quite powerful. If it is optimized, it should be more powerful. Lin Feng said to himself, and then communicated with the system. Ding, may I ask if the host optimizes the Qilin art? This optimization requires 300 optimization points. Optimize. Ding, the optimization is successful, and the Qilin art has been optimized to the Qilin God art. A large amount of memories flowed into Lin Feng's mind. The cultivation method of Qilin God art kept flashing through Lin Feng's mind. When Lin Feng digested all the memories, Lin Feng completely mastered Qilin God art. The speed of Qilin God art absorbing spiritual energy is several times that of Qilin art. And Qilin God art can make spiritual energy contain the breath of the Qilin God, which can greatly increase the lethality of spiritual energy. The martial arts performed by warriors with spiritual energy containing the breath of the Qilin God will also be more powerful. After analyzing the characteristics of Qilin God art, Lin Feng said to himself, the Qilin God art is powerful, but the cultivation method is not simple enough. Optimize the cultivation method of Qilin God art first. After speaking, Lin Feng communicated with the system again. Ding, may I ask if the host optimizes the cultivation method of Qilin God art? This optimization requires 300 optimization points. Optimize. Ding, optimization successful. The optimized practice method of Qilin God technique appeared in Lin Feng's mind. After Lin Feng closed his eyes and digested these memories, he frowned. Can you become stronger by killing enemies? The optimized Qilin God technique is indeed much simpler to practice. As long as I kill enemies, I can increase the speed of spiritual energy absorption in a short period of time and obtain the energy of the Qilin God. It seems that I have to find an opportunity to go out and kill those monsters. Lin Feng muttered to himself, and planned silently in his heart. Chapter 44. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Shanyan Community, a tall square-faced man holding a cup of coffee, leaning against the table next to him, looking at the holographic projection in the center of the room. On the projection, a virtual old man quickly formed seals with his hands, and finally condensed a translucent giant tiger, flattening a mountain in front of him. The power of this spirit tiger seal is really strong. It's just that the difficulty of practicing this spirit tiger seal is too high. If it's teacher Xiaolin, there should be a simpler way to practice. The square-faced man took a sip of coffee and said to himself, by the way, I wonder if teacher Xiaolin has replied to my private message. The square-faced man looked at the virtual projection and said, Xiao Huang, open the campus warrior network. Okay, master. The voice of the artificial intelligence Xiao Huang sounded. The virtual projection jumped to the campus warrior network interface. The square-faced man found an unread message. Xiao Huang, open the unread message. Okay, master. The unread message was opened. It was Xiaolin who sent the message. Xiao Lin, I will open a separate post to explain Spirit Tiger Seal. If you are interested, go and have a look. Open a separate post to explain Spirit Tiger Seal. The square-faced man's eyes lit up and he hurriedly entered the exchange forum. The post ranked first in the tier now is the one posted by Lin Feng. The square-faced man clicked in and a large number of comments appeared in front of him. Xiao Lin, you are my god. Your method is really useful. Xiao Lin, you are still amazing. Your method looks like a joke, but it is really useful. Xiao Lin, you are simply a genius. How did you come up with such a useful method? The square-faced man looked at the comments in the comment area and his eyes lit up immediately. Lin Feng not only published the practice method of Spirit Tiger Seal, but this practice method has been identified by teachers and is real and feasible. Let's take a look at the practice method published by Xiao Lin first. The square-faced man pulled the page back to the first page and carefully read the practice method written by Lin Feng. After watching the whole training method, the smile on the square-faced man's face froze. Shaking flowery hands is fine, but you also have to learn tiger roars and dragon chants. Tiger roars are fine, but how to chant dragon chants? Search online first. The square-faced man searched online through virtual projection. He found all kinds of dragon chants. Which kind of dragon chant is real? Forget it, just pick one to imitate. The square-faced man came to the balcony, shook flowery hands, and learned tiger roars and dragon chants. The first time, roar. The second time, roar. The third time, roar. The fourth time. Who the hell is yelling in the house in broad daylight? The fourth time. Alpaca, did you run away from the mental hospital? The fifth time. Shut up, are you going to let me sleep? People upstairs and downstairs started to curse together. The square-faced man ignored him, still shaking his flowery hands and shouting, the 10,000th time, roar. The spiritual energy in the square-faced man's body surged rapidly along his tendons. The powerful force gathered in his palm and formed a translucent tiger. He slapped his palm, and the translucent tiger quickly enlarged, rushed into the sky, and finally exploded. Success! It really is worthy of being teacher Kobayashi. This training method is really useful. The square-faced man was very excited. He continued to shake his flowery hands and imitated the roar of tigers and dragons. The first time, roar. Nima, how long have you been screaming? Are you still screaming? The second time. Alpaca, I'm going to find you. I must teach you a lesson today. The third time. Fuck you. The 20,000th time, roar. The vast spiritual energy circulated rapidly in the veins of the square-faced man. The powerful force gathered in the palm of the square-faced man, turning into a translucent ferocious dragon. The square-faced man slapped his palm, and the translucent dragon quickly enlarged and finally exploded in midair. The second seal, Dragon Seal, was also successful. Teacher Xiaolin is really a genius. Continue to practice the third seal. The square-faced man continued to shake his flower hands, learning the tiger roar and dragon roar, and finally practiced the third seal dragon tiger despite the angry curses from upstairs and downstairs. Teacher Xiaolin is so powerful, I must reward Teacher Xiaolin with a wave of contribution points. The square-faced man returned to the room and said with a smile, Xiao Huang, reward Teacher Xiaolin with 1,000 contribution points. Master, the contribution points have been rewarded. The artificial intelligence Xiao Huang replied. Very good. The square-faced man picked up the coffee beside him, took a sip, and said to himself, no, I have to tell this good news old Zhou. Xiao Huang, call old Zhou. Beep. After a while, the phone was connected. Thin virtual middle-aged man appeared in the center of the room. the thin virtual middle-aged man looked at the square-faced man and asked, "Old Huang, what's the matter with you calling me?" "Old Zhou, Shaolin posted something online." This time, Shaolin explained the practice method of Spirit Tiger Seal online. The square-faced man said excitedly. "Spirit Tiger Seal? Isn't this a new high-level martial art that has just been added to the forum? This martial art is very difficult. I see that the internet is full of posts discussing the practice method of Spirit Tiger Seal recently, but no one can explain it clearly." "Old Zhou, no one on the internet can explain the practice method of Spirit Tiger Seal, but teacher Shaolin directly optimized Spirit Tiger Seal into a more powerful Dragon Tiger Seal, and also explained the practice method of Dragon Tiger Seal in a simple and easy-to-understand way." Dragon Tiger Seal? I have to go and see it. The thin virtual man took his mobile phone and checked the Campus Warrior network. After a while, he exclaimed, "No way," shaking flower hands and learning tiger roars and dragon roars. This way of practicing is just a joke. Teacher Xiaolin is not kidding, right? "Old Zhou, look at me." The square-faced man spoke. "Look at you. What's so good about you?" The thin virtual man curled his lips. "I'll show you a dragon and tiger seal." The square-faced man put down his coffee cup and grinned, "By the way, don't blink later, because my next mark will be very handsome." The thin virtual man. The square-faced man came to the balcony and quickly circulated the spiritual energy in his body. The translucent ferocious dragon and the fierce tiger with bared fangs and claws entangled together and appeared in the palm of the square-faced man's hand. The square-faced man slapped it out, and the dragon and tiger quickly enlarged, and finally exploded in the sky, raising bursts of energy. Fuck. Is this the dragon and tiger seal? So damn handsome. The thin virtual man couldn't help shouting. "Old Zhou, you don't need to question teacher Xiaolin's practice method." The square-faced man picked up the coffee cup again. The thin virtual man nodded. "I was wrong, I shouldn't have questioned teacher Xiaolin. I will reward teacher Xiaolin with 1,000 contribution points now, and then practice dragon and tiger seal. Let's not talk about it for now, I'm going to practice." After saying that, the thin virtual man twisted and disappeared. Chapter 45. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Mingyue Community. Lin Feng slept until he woke up naturally. Turning on the computer, Lin Feng skillfully signed in on the Campus Warrior network. Congratulations on getting a contribution point. You currently have a total of 5,335 contribution points. Lin Feng looked at the accumulated contribution points and his expression froze. After he exchanged the killing art yesterday, he only had the last 335 contribution points left, but when he woke up this morning, he had 5,000 more contribution points. What happened? Lin Feng checked the contribution point acquisition record and found that another teacher had rewarded him with contribution points. Adding the contribution points brought by some teachers' collections and likes, Lin Feng accumulated a total of 5,000 contribution points in one night. My accumulated contribution points are enough to exchange for most of the martial arts and cultivation methods on Campus Warrior Network. However, the martial arts and cultivation methods currently available on Campus Warrior Network are not suitable for me for the time being. I will save these cultivation points first, and I will exchange them when Campus Warrior Network has better martial arts and cultivation methods. Lin Feng muttered to himself and exited Campus Warrior Network. He looked at the empty room and couldn't help but sigh. My aunt goes out early and comes back late every day. It is not only hard, but also dangerous. I now have more than 10 million blue star coins. Transfer 8 million to my aunt first. Lin Feng can now make pills by himself and doesn't need to spend money to buy pills. In addition, Lin Feng has an annual membership card of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall, which allows him to enjoy all the cultivation equipment of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall for free. Lin Feng no longer needs to spend money to rent cultivation equipment for cultivation. So now Lin Feng basically doesn't spend much money. After leaving more than 2 million yuan for fixed expenses such as elixirs and recipes, Lin Feng immediately picked up his phone and transferred 8 million yuan to Luo Meihui. My aunt has always spent money on me before, and now I can finally transfer money to her. Lin Feng smiled and took out the Tianlong Martial Arts Hall membership card that Su Gaoqiang gave him, and said to himself, "Today I have a day off, and I just have time to go to the Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. I wonder what kind of training equipment there is in the Tianlong Martial Arts Hall." After saying that, Lin Feng put away the Tianlong Martial Arts Hall membership card, took a taxi, and rushed to the Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. Tianlong Martial Arts Hall, it occupies a huge area, hundreds of warriors gathered in the martial arts hall to practice. Lin Feng swiped his card to enter the martial arts hall, and a slightly fat bald middle-aged man greeted him with a smile. "Hello, distinguished annual card member, my name is Li Yang, you can call me Xiao Li, is there anything I can help you with?" Li Yang smiled. Lin Feng turned around, looked at Li Yang, and said, "Xiao Li, do you have any test machines here? I want to test my current physical data." "Of course." Li Yang nodded. "Mr. Lin, please follow me, I will take you to the training ground for last year's card members." "Does the annual card member have a special training ground?" Lin Feng was stunned, and followed Li Yang to a wider room. The room is composed of glass curtain walls, the scenery outside is clearly visible, there are also many machines in the room. Li Yang took Lin Feng to a machine with only a large screen and introduced, "Mr. Lin, this is the punching force tester of our Tianlong Martial Arts School. This machine can not only test your punching force, but also analyze your force and provide you with improvement suggestions." "This machine can also provide me with improvement suggestions?" Lin Feng raised his eyebrows and said, "This machine is really advanced. Mr. Lin, if you are interested, you can try it first." Li Yang smiled. "Okay, then I'll try it." Lin Feng clenched his fist and smashed it hard at the punching force tester. Boom. A low explosion echoed, the numbers on the punching force tester jumped rapidly and finally stopped at 12,000. Li Yang, who was standing next to him, gradually froze in smile. He widened his eyes and stared blankly at the numbers displayed on the screen. Under normal circumstances, a 5th-level warrior in the War General realm has a strength of about 5,000 kilograms. Even a more powerful 5th-level warrior in the War General realm has a strength of about 6,000 kilograms, but Lin Feng, who is at the 5th level of the General realm, can punch out a force of about 12,000 kilograms. Is this a monster? Li Ming picked up the tablet and checked Lin Feng's information again. Name, Lin Feng, cultivation, 5th level of the General realm, age, 18. Occupation, student, school, Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School. A vocational high school student, with a punch of 12,000 kilograms, why don't those famous schools accept him? Li Ming was dumbfounded. Roar. At this time, the roar of tigers and dragons came. Li Ming looked up and found that there was a translucent mark of a dragon and a tiger entangled in the palm of Lin Feng's hand. Lin Feng slapped the mark on the strength tester, and the numbers on the strength tester immediately jumped rapidly. 100,000, 200,000, 230,000. In the end, the data was fixed at 230,000. Li Yang's expression froze, and he was stunned. A high school student hit a force of 230,000, which is completely qualified to win the provincial top scorer in the college entrance examination. But such a genius is actually studying in a vocational high school. What is going on? Roar. At this time, the roar of the beast came again. Li Yang came back to his senses and found that Lin Feng punched out 15 translucent monsters that looked like dragons and elephants. These monsters roared and hit the strength tester. The numbers on the strength tester jumped again. 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. In the end, the number was fixed at 300,000. 300,000 gene of strength. Li Yang's forehead was covered with cold sweat. Even the provincial champions of the college entrance examination in previous years could not reach such a terrifying strength. Xiao Li, didn't you say that the strength tester would give me strength suggestions after I finished the game? Why didn't this strength tester give me any suggestions? Lin Feng spoke. Li Yang looked at the strength tester and found that the words "no suggestions" were written on it. Li Yang. Li Yang's old face twitched, and he explained, "Mr. Lin, if your force is perfect, the force test machine will not give you any suggestions." Is that so? Lin Feng nodded and said, "By the way, I want to test other data of my body. Can you test it here? Of course. Xiaoli took Lin Feng to a machine that looked like a treadmill and said, Mr. Lin, this is a speed test machine. You can do a speed test here. After you finish the test, the speed test machine will also give you leg force suggestions. If your force is perfect, the speed test machine will not give you any suggestions. Okay, then I'll test the speed first. Lin Feng nodded and stood on the speed test machine. The machine started, and Lin Feng began to run at full speed, leaving a shadow of his legs. The numbers displayed on the speed test machine also began to soar. Chapter 46. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The numbers on the speed tester jumped rapidly, 30 meters per second, 35 meters per second, 40 meters per second, 50 meters per second, 60 meters per second, 80 meters per second. Finally, the numbers on the speed tester were fixed at 80 meters per second. 80 meters per second. This is the speed without using the martial arts. If he uses the martial arts, how terrifying will his speed be? Li Yang couldn't help but take a breath. Lin Feng stopped and looked at the data displayed on the speed tester. He said to himself, the speed I tested last time was 61 meters per second, and the speed tested this time was 80 meters per second. The data has improved a lot. I wonder how much my speed can be improved if I use Phantom Clone. Thinking of it, Lin Feng used Phantom Clone and tested again. Afterimages appeared on the speed tester one after another. These afterimages quickly solidified and eventually turned into Lin Feng. What kind of martial arts is this? He actually ran out of a clone. No, his speed. How can his speed be so fast? Li Yang's eyes widened, his eyes fixed on the data displayed on the speed tester. At this moment, the number displayed on the speed tester has reached 100 meters per second. He actually ran to 100 meters per second. No, it has increased again. 108 meters per second. 110 meters per second. Li Yang's throat moved, and he swallowed hard. The speed displayed on the speed tester finally stopped at 110 meters per second. This is equivalent to a speed of nearly 400 kilometers per hour. Even a top supercar cannot reach this speed, but a student at the 5th level of the War General realm ran out of this speed. Is this a monster? No suggestions on how to exert force. Is my leg force also perfect? Lin Feng glanced at the data displayed on the screen and nodded with satisfaction. 110 meters per second, not bad. Turning back, Lin Feng looked at Li Yang beside him and asked, Xiaoli, where is your agility test machine? I want to do an agility test. The agility test machine is over here. Mr. Lin, come with me. Li Yang came back to his senses and took Lin Feng to a stall of about 9 square meters next to him. Li Yang looked at the carpet and said, Mr. Lin, you can just stand on the carpet, I will help you operate it. Okay. Lin Feng walked onto the stall. Xiaolong, start the agility test. Li Yang spoke. Okay. The voice of artificial intelligence sounded, and a red beam of light fell from the sky and fell towards Lin Feng. Lin Feng moved sideways and easily avoided the beam. Swish. More and more beams kept falling. These beams seemed unusually slow under Lin Feng's double pupils, and Lin Feng easily avoided all the beams. The numbers displayed on the carpet also began to change rapidly, dodging 700 beams per minute, dodging 750 beams per minute, dodging 800 beams per minute. 800 beams. Li Yang's throat moved and he swallowed hard. This dodging ability is too terrible. Even the provincial college entrance examination champions in previous years can't dodge 800 beams per minute, right? 900 beams. Can you dodge 900 beams per minute? There are more and more beams behind. Lin Feng used Phantom Clone and couldn't dodge more beams. His data finally stopped at 900 beams per minute. Last time I tested it, it was 600 beams per minute. This time it was 900 beams per minute, which is a lot better. Lin Feng was very satisfied with the test results this time. He looked at the suggestion displayed on the carpet again, and it was still none. In other words, his dodging was also perfect. Xiaoli, is there any place here where I can practice? Lin Feng asked. Li Yang came back to his senses and nodded. Mr. Lin, we have a practice room and a recovery room here. You can go to the recovery room to recover after practicing. By the way, we also have a virtual cabin here. The virtual cabin can connect to the internal network of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall and fight online with members of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. If you can make it to the top 3 of any list, you can get a lot of cash rewards. List? Lin Feng asked curiously. Shaoli, what lists does Tianlong Martial Arts Hall have? There are rookie lists, peak lists, warrior lists, general lists, etc. Li Yang smiled and said, Mr. Lin, your current cultivation is the 5th level of the general realm, you can fight for the general list. In the general list are all warriors in the general realm. If you can get the 3rd place on the general list, you can get a cash reward of 3 million. If you get the 2nd place on the general list, you can get a cash reward of 5 million. If you get the 1st place on the general list, you can get a cash reward of 8 million. The reward is so generous. Lin Feng's eyes lit up. Mr. Lin, the rewards of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall are very generous. Li Yang pointed to the rooms next to him and said, how about this, I'll take you to see the training room first. Okay. Lin Feng nodded and followed Li Yang to the door of the training room. Facial recognition. Facial recognition is successful, welcome the distinguished annual member Lin Feng to enter. Click. The tightly closed door of the training room opened, Lin Feng and Li Yang walked into the training room side by side. The entire training room is only about 20 square meters, it is empty inside. Mr. Lin, this training room is equipped with a gravity system. You can adjust the gravity multiples in the training room at will. Li Yang smiled. Can you adjust the gravity? Lin Feng asked curiously, how can I adjust the gravity in the training room? You just need to call out the artificial intelligence Xiaolong, and then tell Xiaolong the gravity multiple you want to adjust. Is that so? Lin Feng nodded. Xiaolong, help me double the gravity of the training room. Okay, Mr. Lin. The artificial intelligence Xiaolong responded, and the gravity in the training room immediately doubled. Lin Feng felt that there seemed to be no change, so Lin Feng spoke again and said, Xiaolong, increase the gravity in the training room 10 times. Okay, Mr. Lin. The artificial intelligence Xiaolong responded, and the gravity increased tenfold, but Lin Feng still didn't feel much change. There's still no change. Lin Feng frowned and said, Xiaolong, increase the gravity in the training room to 100 times. Li Yang. Okay, master. The gravity in the training room increased rapidly, and immediately increased to 100 times. Lin Feng's body sank slightly. Li Yang next to him staggered back 2 steps and almost fell to the ground. Chapter 47. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Li Yang looked at Lin Feng as if he were a monster. He was a warrior of the 9th level of the War General realm, and he was only a step away from breaking through to the War King realm. Even he could hardly withstand 100 times the gravity, but Lin Feng remained calm in the face of 100 times the gravity. If this wasn't a monster, then what was it? 100 times the gravity doesn't seem to be anything special. Lin Feng muttered to himself and shouted, Xiaolong, adjust the gravity in the training room to 200 times. Okay, Mr. Lin. Xiaolong's voice sounded, and the gravity in the training room increased rapidly. Lin Feng's body sank a little, and he quickly adapted. Li Yang, who was standing next to him, fell to the ground with a bang. Shaoli, are you okay? Lin Feng looked at Li Yang, who was pressed against the ground. Li Yang shook his head. Mr. Lin, I'm fine, you don't have to worry about me. Okay, then I won't continue to increase the gravity, I'll use 200 times the gravity to practice. Lin Feng smiled. Li Yang. Li Yang's old face twitched. His 9th level warrior realm cultivation couldn't withstand 200 times the gravity, but Lin Feng had to use 200 times the gravity to practice. It was simply outrageous. He didn't know that Lin Feng's body had been greatly improved after the system optimization. In addition, Lin Feng had supreme bones all over his body, so even 400 times the gravity, Lin Feng could withstand it. Xiaolong, I want to practice. Lin Feng spoke. Mr. Lin, the system has automatically selected monsters suitable for warriors in the warrior realm to hone for you. You can select monsters in the selection interface. The holographic projection appeared in the center of the practice room. One by one, different monster pictures appeared in the holographic projection. Flame Tiger, Mountain-Breaking Rhino, Titan Giant Lizard. These monsters are not in the scope of the college entrance examination, and Lin Feng naturally doesn't know about these monsters, so Lin Feng just randomly chose a Flame Tiger. Swish. The scene in the practice room changed rapidly. A mountain range appeared in the practice room. In the center is a huge volcano. Lin Feng is standing on top of the bubbling volcano, surrounded by dozens of huge flaming tigers. Mr. Lin, why did you choose the flaming tiger right away? Li Yang adapted to the gravity in the training room. He stood up with difficulty and said, the flaming tiger has a strong attack power. Even a warrior at the 9th level of the general realm will find it difficult to deal with so many flaming tigers. You are at the 5th level of the general realm, and you are under 100 times the gravity. It will be even more difficult to kill so many flaming tigers. Roar. As soon as Li Yang finished speaking, dozens of flaming tigers roared and pounced on Lin Feng. The hot flames flickered, balls of fire were spewed out by the flaming tigers and fell towards Lin Feng. Lin Feng remained calm and decisively used the power of dragon and elephant. Roar. Translucent monsters that looked like dragons and elephants rushed out and crashed directly into the oncoming flaming tigers. Those flaming tigers collapsed like paper tofu. When the smoke and dust cleared, all the flaming tigers disappeared, the surrounding mountains twisted and dissipated, and Lin Feng returned to the empty training room again. Chi. The spiritual energy between heaven and earth suddenly poured into Lin Feng's body. In addition, these spiritual energies also contained an extremely powerful killing aura. With the influx of these spiritual energies, Lin Feng's aura quickly improved, and his cultivation level also increased from the 5th level of the general realm to the 6th level of the general realm. The god of killing is amazing. Killing fake monsters can actually make you stronger. Lin Feng smiled. Since killing fake monsters can also make you stronger, then his strength can be improved faster. I'm ranked first now. Lin Feng turned around and found that there was an extra ranking next to the flaming tiger. Practitioner, Lin Feng, clearance time, 3 seconds, 65 flaming tigers killed. Forget it, let's kill other monsters. Lin Feng retracted his gaze and looked at other monsters. However, Li Yang, who was standing next to him, was stunned. Only warriors at the level of the general can enter and kill these monsters recommended by the system. Many warriors at the 9th level of the general naturally came to kill them, but even so, Lin Feng still won the first place. The most important thing is that Lin Feng got the first place under 200 times gravity. This is even more valuable. Monster, this is definitely a monster. Li Yang's forehead was covered with cold sweat. Swish. Before he could think about it, the scene in the practice room changed again. This time he appeared on a large grassland. Dozens of huge rhinos like hills surrounded Lin Feng in the center. Roar. One of the rhinos roared and spun rapidly. The rhino was like a giant spinning top, spinning and crashing into Lin Feng. The rest of the rhinos followed suit and fell towards Lin Feng. Facing the siege of the mountain-breaking rhinos, Lin Feng used the power of the dragon and elephant. Roar. 15 dragon-like and elephant-like translucent monsters rushed towards the surroundings. Wherever they passed was razed to the ground. The mountain-breaking rhinos that besieged them were like paper, all twisted and dissipated. Even the surrounding scenes were twisted and dissipated. Pure spiritual energy gathered rapidly and rushed into Lin Feng's body frantically. In addition, the killing power in Lin Feng's dantian was also increasing. Lin Feng's aura rose rapidly. It's a pity that I couldn't be promoted to the 7th level of the War General realm. Lin Feng sighed and looked at the ranking displayed on the holographic projection. Cultivator, Lin Feng, ranking, 1. Mountain-breaking rhinos killed, 55. First place again. Let's try other monsters. Lin Feng continued to kill the remaining monsters. Each time, Lin Feng only took a few seconds to kill all the monsters and exit the interface. Half an hour later, all the monsters in the training room suitable for warriors in the general realm were killed by Lin Feng. The killing power in Lin Feng's body became stronger and stronger, and his strength was greatly improved. In addition, Lin Feng's cultivation broke through a small realm. Now Lin Feng is a warrior of the 7th level of the general realm. I've almost finished my training, so it's time to check out the virtual cabin. Lin Feng turned around and looked at Li Yang beside him, saying, "Little Li, didn't you say there's a virtual cabin here that allows you to enter the internal network of the Tianlong Martial Arts School and fight with the members of the Tianlong Martial Arts School? Can you take me there to have a look?" "Of course." Li Yang nodded. "By the way, Little Li, if I want to challenge the warriors on the battle list later, but those warriors are not online, can I still challenge them?" Lin Feng asked. "Of course." Li Yang smiled and said, "Mr. Lin, the virtual cabin can scan warriors. After the scan is completed, the Tianlong Martial Arts School will naturally have all the data of the warrior. After that, the virtual cabin will automatically write a warrior with the same strength as the original body and keep it in the virtual space. Even if the warrior you want to challenge is not online, the warrior's virtual person can accept your challenge. As long as you defeat the warrior's virtual person, you can still replace his ranking." Chapter 48. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Is that so? Lin Feng nodded. "Xiao Li, then please take me to the virtual cabin first." "Okay." Xiao Li paused, and then said, "By the way, Mr. Lin, we have a recovery room here. After you enter the recovery room, the spiritual energy consumed by your body and the injuries you suffered can be quickly recovered. It seems that I don't have much consumption." Lin Feng muttered. "Li Yang." Li Yang's old face twitched. If it were a warrior in the general realm who killed so many monsters under 200 times the gravity, he would probably have been too tired to get up, but Lin Feng said that he didn't have much consumption. It's outrageous. "Mr. Lin, if that's the case, then I won't take you to the practice room, I'll take you directly to the virtual cabin." "Okay." Lin Feng followed Li Yang out of the practice room and came to a huge machine next to it that looked like a space capsule. "Mr. Lin, this is the virtual cabin of Tianlong Martial Arts School. After you enter the virtual cabin, just follow the process to complete the operation." Li Yang smiled. "I know." Lin Feng walked down the steps and entered the virtual cabin. As for Li Yang, he turned his head to look at the test equipment in the room. A warrior at the level of a general, with a strength of 300,000 gene, a speed of 110 meters per second, and an agility of dodging 900 rays of light in 1 minute. All the records of killing monsters in the training room were broken by him. This is simply a monster. Li Yang frowned and thought for a moment, and said to himself, "No, I have to send this data to Director Gao." Li Yang retracted his gaze and said, "Xiaolong, send all the data of Lin Feng's test just now, as well as Lin Feng's situation in the training room, to Director Gao." Sent. The voice of artificial intelligence sounded. Li Yang turned his head to look at the space capsule. At this moment, Lin Feng was scanning. Why did he take so long to scan? Li Yang looked at the watch on his wrist and frowned. It's been 3 minutes, and he hasn't finished scanning yet. Forget it, sit down and wait. Li Yang sat down at the table next to him and poured tea to drink. Beep. At this time, the phone rang. Li Yang took out his phone and took a look, and found that it was a call from Director Gao. "Xiaolong, answer Director Gao's call." Connected. A tall, square-faced virtual man suddenly appeared at the dining table. The man looked at Li Yang and said, "Xiao Li, what's the situation with the data you sent me just now? Are you sure that it was the data tested by a warrior in the general realm?" "Director Gao, those data were indeed tested by a warrior in the general realm." Li Yang stood up and looked at Lin Feng in the virtual cabin, saying, "When Lin Feng was tested, he was only at the 5th level of the general realm. But after practicing in the practice room, Lin Feng broke through 2 small realms, and now he is at the 7th level of the general realm. This guy's practice speed is really fast." The virtual middle-aged man exclaimed, saying, "I didn't expect that he, a warrior in the general realm, could test such excellent data. Well, I'll come to the martial arts hall later. I want to see Lin Feng in person. Please help me keep Lin Feng first." "Director Gao, don't you have an important meeting today? Are you not going to the meeting?" Li Yang asked. Meeting? What kind of meeting? No matter how important the meeting is, I have to put it aside and go see the genius Lin Feng first. The virtual middle-aged man waved his hand and said, "Okay, let's not talk about it for now. I'm going to the martial arts hall right now. Remember, you must help me keep Lin Feng first. I must see Lin Feng today." After that, the virtual middle-aged man twisted and disappeared. Li Yang turned his head to look at Lin Feng in the virtual cabin and said to himself, "Director Gao has never been so excited. It seems that Director Gao really values Lin Feng. Forget it, I'll sit next to him and wait for Director Gao to come." Li Yang sat back and continued to drink tea. Virtual cabin. After the scan was completed, Lin Feng chose a tough guy image and entered the virtual space. At this moment, Lin Feng was standing on a huge ring. A large number of virtual people were cheering around the ring. The atmosphere on the scene was more lively than a star concert. This virtual space is so real. The atmosphere is so intense. Lin Feng looked around the ring and said to himself, "I am only at the 7th level of the general realm now, so I will challenge the first place on the general list first." Lin Feng came to the virtual space this time for the 8 million bonus. So Lin Feng did not think much and decisively opened the list of generals. The light screen appeared in front of Lin Feng. The light screen showed the ranking of the list of generals and personal information. The first place on the list of generals is now called Wuji. Among them, the cultivation level is the 9th level of the general realm. The famous skill is Dragon Soul Spear Technique. The record is 866 battles, all victories. This guy's record is quite good, more than 800 battles, all victories. Lin Feng exclaimed and said to himself, "Challenge him first." Lin Feng chose to challenge Wuji according to the system prompt. Wuji is not online at the moment. You can challenge the virtual person left by Wuji. "Excuse me, do you want to challenge Wuji's virtual person?" Lin Feng clicked to confirm, and a handsome young man with long hair and a white robe appeared in the center of the arena with a spear in his hand. "I am Wuji, are you challenging me?" The virtual person looked at Lin Feng. Lin Feng nodded, "I am the one who wants to challenge you." "In that case, you will take my shot." Wuji's virtual man came with a gun. He shot at an extremely fast speed and came in front of Lin Feng in an instant. Lin Feng used Phantom Clone to drag out a long shadow and avoid Wuji's attack. At the same time, Lin Feng came to the edge of the ring and grabbed a spear. Since Wuji used a gun, Lin Feng decided to fight him with a gun. Whoosh! Wuji's spear was like a dragon, fierce and domineering. Lin Feng turned sideways and placed the spear in front of him. Wuji's spear brushed past Lin Feng's spear. Sparks flew. Wuji exerted force in his hand, and shook the spear in Lin Feng's hand with the gun body. However, under the powerful force, Lin Feng did not move at all. Instead, Wuji's arm was numb from the shock. Such a powerful force. Wuji frowned and said, "Forget it, I won't waste time with you. Next, I will defeat you with all my strength." Wuji waved his spear and whispered, "Dragon Soul Spear Technique." Roar. The low dragon roar echoed. The spear in Wuji's hand was wrapped by a translucent ferocious dragon and fell towards Lin Feng. Lin Feng held the spear and performed the divine shadow spear technique. 360 spear shadows fell like raindrops, easily piercing the oncoming translucent dragon. Even the martial arts were shaken and staggered back, and Lin Feng's spear was against Wuji's neck. "I lost." Wuji sighed as he looked at Lin Feng, who was close at hand. Chapter 49. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Tianlong Martial Arts School. A tall and handsome young man is instructing the martial artists around him to practice. I didn't expect that Wu Yunfei, the genius from Jianghai No. 1 Middle School, would come. It is said that Wu Yunfei is a strong contender for the provincial champion in this year's college entrance examination. He is lucky to come and give us a lecture. Wu Yunfei took the initiative to give us a lecture. I have to listen carefully. The young people around listen attentively to the lecture of the tall and handsome young man in the center. The tall and handsome young man is Wu Yunfei, the first in the grade of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. As the college entrance examination is approaching, Wu Yunfei comes to Tianlong Martial Arts School to practice every weekend. Wu Yunfei, who had just finished practicing, saw that one of the martial artists had some problems with his martial arts practice. so he casually gave instructions. The martial artists around him saw this and gathered around. This is what happened now. If you practice this spirit shadow sword technique according to the method I mentioned, the effect of practice will be greatly improved. After Wu Yunfei explained the spirit shadow sword technique, he smiled and said, "Everyone, if you still don't understand anything, you can ask me. I just happen to be free today, I can explain it to everyone. Brother Wu, I encountered some problems when practicing the extreme steps method, can you explain it to me?" At this time, one of the young men spoke up. "Brother Wu, I encountered some problems when practicing the Tianyang sword technique, can you help me see?" "Brother Wu, I encountered problems when practicing the phantom stick technique, please help me." "Brother Wu, I have encountered many problems in my practice recently, I want to ask you for advice." The classmates around him spoke up one after another. There was a lot of noise all around. Wu Yunfei pressed his hand and said, "Everyone, don't rush, come one by one." "That's not right, how come Wuji, who ranks first on the list of generals, was replaced by someone?" "Fuck, Wuji, who ranks first on the list of generals, was really replaced by someone. Isn't Wuji Wu Yunfei? Wu Yunfei was defeated by someone. It seems that the virtual person left by Wu Yunfei in the virtual space was defeated by someone." Suddenly there was a noise all around. Wu Yunfei frowned and looked at a light curtain behind him. The light curtain showed the real-time ranking of all the lists of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall, and now the first place on the list of generals is Shaolin. Wuji dropped to second place. The virtual person I left in the virtual space was defeated by someone. Wu Yunfei's eyes widened, and he quickly took out his mobile phone, logged into his account, and retrieved the video playback of his virtual person fighting with Shaolin. The light curtain lit up, a huge virtual ring appeared in front of Wu Yunfei, 2 virtual men stood on the ring. These 2 virtual men were Shaolin and Wu Ji. Among them, Wu Ji took the lead and attacked Shaolin with a gun. Shaolin dodged at a very fast speed. In the end, Shaolin used a spear to confront Wu Ji head-on. In order to quickly resolve the battle, Wu Ji used his unique skill Dragon Soul Spear technique. Shaolin also used a spear martial art. The shadows of the spears fell like raindrops, and Wu Ji was repelled. Shaolin's spear was against Wu Ji's neck. My god, this Shaolin is only at the 7th level of the War General realm. With the 7th level of the War General realm, he can crush Wu Yunfei. What kind of monster is this? Who is this Shaolin? He actually crushed Wu Yunfei. The people around him exclaimed. There was a lot of noise all around. Wu Yunfei came back to his senses and checked the virtual cabin used by Xiaolin. The virtual cabin used by Xiaolin is the virtual cabin of this martial arts hall. He is using the special virtual cabin for annual members. Doesn't that mean Xiaolin should still be in the martial arts hall now? Wu Yunfei turned his head to look at the training place that only annual members can enter. The surrounding warriors also looked over. They naturally knew that Lin Feng should be inside at this moment. Without waiting for everyone to think about it, Wu Yunfei suddenly walked into the training place for annual members. Is Wu Yunfei going to find Shaolin? Wu Yunfei is going to find Shaolin, now it's going to be fun. What a pity, I don't have an annual membership of Tianlong Martial Arts School, I can't go in. Hey, I don't have an annual membership of Tianlong Martial Arts School either, I can't go in either. Ha ha ha, I have an annual membership of Tianlong Martial Arts School, I'll go in and help you take a look. What a coincidence, I also have an annual membership of Tianlong Martial Arts School, I'll go in and take a look too. Among the warriors who are annual members of Tianlong Martial Arts School, they followed Wu Yunfei into the annual members training area. On the other side, annual members training area, a slightly fat young man followed a tall woman in. If Lin Feng was here, he would definitely recognize the two. These 2 people were Pang Shui and Li Shui, who visited Lin Feng on time every day when he was in the hospital. Xiao Shui, you spent a lot of money to help me get an annual membership. Pang Shui sighed. Fatty, the college entrance examination is coming soon. I can only help you so much. You should improve yourself in Tianlong Martial Arts Hall in the near future. Li Shui took out another membership card from her body and said, next time you see Lin Feng, give him this annual membership card and let him come to Tianlong Martial Arts Hall to practice well. Xiao Xue, why don't you give the membership card to Brother Feng yourself? If you can give the membership card to Brother Feng in person, Brother Feng will definitely be very happy. Pang Shui smiled. Li Xue shook her head, you should give it to him. Xiao Xue, you are not shy. Pang Shui smiled, Li Xue. Isn't this Pang Shui? You actually sneaked into the annual member training area of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. At this time, a sneer came. Pang Shui frowned and looked over, and found a tall man walking towards him with a sneer. This tall man was Li Shan, who was beaten by Lin Feng in the hospital. At this moment, there was a tall and thin young man standing next to Li Shan. The tall and thin young man was Liang Haiyun, a student in the top class of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. Xiao Xue, you are here too? Liang Haiyun spoke. Li Xue nodded, but didn't say much. Li Shan quickly came to Liang Haiyun and said, Boss, it was Zhang Pang who beat me in the hospital last time. Okay, I know. Liang Haiyun glanced at Zhang Pang, then looked at Li Xue and said, Xiao Xue, the blood transfusion technology of Jianghai First People's Hospital is quite good. After the blood transfusion, my cultivation has broken through to the 8th level of the general realm. Just now I went to test my strength, and my strength reached 100,000 pounds. My speed reached 50 meters per second. My agility reached 300 rays of light per minute. With my current strength, I should be able to make it into the top 10 in the city. Oh, I know. Li Xue just nodded. Chapter 50. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xiao Xue, I will definitely get a good score in the college entrance examination in a month. Will you agree to my pursuit after the college entrance examination? Liang Haiyun looked at Li Xue expectantly. Li Xue shook her head. Liang Haiyun, I have already rejected you. Xiao Xue, I know you rejected me because you want to focus on studying. After graduating from the college entrance examination, there will be less academic pressure. Can't we date after the college entrance examination? Liang Haiyun asked. Li Xue still shook her head and said, no. Liang Haiyun. Liang Haiyun clenched his fists hard, and an inexplicable anger surged in his heart. He turned his head to look at Pang Shui on the side, and said coldly, last time, it was you who beat Li Shan in the hospital. So what if it was me? Pang Shui said with a stiff face. Then you're done. Liang Haiyun clenched his fists and hit Pang Shui. Stop it. Li Yang suddenly came up and frowned, saying, this is Tianlong Martial Arts Hall, fighting is prohibited. If you violate the rules here, you will be permanently blacklisted by Tianlong Martial Arts Hall and will never be able to enter Tianlong Martial Arts Hall again. Lucky for you. Liang Haiyun snorted and retracted his fist. Pang Shui breathed a sigh of relief. If you want to practice, practice well, don't make trouble in Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. Li Yang reminded him and turned his head to leave, but he found that the virtual cabin not far away suddenly opened. Lin Feng walked out of the virtual cabin. Brother Feng. Pang Shui saw Lin Feng at a glance and ran up quickly. Lin Feng. Li Xue followed him up. Fatty, Xiao Xue, you are here too. Lin Feng smiled. Brother Feng, Xiao Xue gave me an annual membership card of Tianlong Martial Arts School. I came here with Xiao Xue today, but I didn't expect to meet you here. Pang Shui took out another annual membership card of Tianlong Martial Arts School from his body and said, by the way, Xiao Xue also applied for an annual membership card of Tianlong Martial Arts School for you. But now it seems that you should not be able to use this card. I really can't use it. Lin Feng smiled. I already have an annual membership card of Tianlong Martial Arts School. Brother Feng, how come you are so rich all of a sudden? The annual membership card of Tianlong Martial Arts School costs tens of millions. Pang Shui said. I didn't apply for the membership card of Tianlong Martial Arts School. The director of this Tianlong Martial Arts School gave it to me. Lin Feng explained. Ah. The director of this Tianlong Martial Arts School also gave you an annual membership card. What's going on? Pang Shuai asked. Li Shue also looked at Lin Feng curiously. Lin Feng waved his hand and said, "This is a long story. I'll tell you when I have a chance. By the way, you should be here to practice, right? I'll take you to practice." "Okay." Li Shue smiled and replied first. Pang Shuai nodded and left with Lin Feng and Li Shue. Liang Haiyun looked at Lin Feng and Pang Shuai who were walking with Li Shue not far away, and couldn't help but grit his teeth. Why should he be rejected by Li Shue, while Lin Feng and Pang Shuai can get so close to Li Shue? "Boss, it's that guy who crushed my palm in the hospital last time." Li Shan looked at Lin Feng. "It's him." Liang Haiyun clenched his fists. He was already in a bad mood. Now he heard that Lin Feng crushed Li Shan's palm. He was even more angry. "Stop." Liang Haiyun frowned and came to Lin Feng. Lin Feng turned his head to look at Liang Haiyun and asked, "What's wrong with you? You crushed my friend's hand last time." Liang Haiyun said. Lin Feng looked at Li Shan beside Liang Haiyun and nodded. It turned out to be him. "Last time he bullied Fatty, I broke my hand. Is there any problem? You are looking for death." Liang Haiyun was furious and wanted to hit Lin Feng with his fist, but when he thought of the rules of Tianlong Martial Arts School, he quickly calmed down and said, "Do you dare to fight me in a virtual network?" "Not interested." Lin Feng waved his hand. "Don't rush to reject me, I haven't said the conditions yet." Liang Haiyun raised his mouth and said, "If you can beat me on the virtual network, I will give you 10 million blue star coins. If you lose, you give me 10 million blue star coins and apologize to my friend. How about that?" "This is too unfair. Why can my brother Feng only get 10 million blue star coins if he wins, and you can not only get 10 million blue star coins if you win, but also ask brother Feng to apologize? Do you think this is reasonable?" Pang Shuai interrupted. Okay, then, if your brother Feng beats me, I will give him 20 million blue star coins, and if he loses, he will give me 1,000 blue star coins and apologize to my friend. That should be fine." Liang Haiyun raised his mouth corner. Pang Shuai. Pang Shuai looked at Lin Feng, trying to persuade Lin Feng not to accept the challenge. After all, Liang Haiyun had just exchanged blood in the First People's Court of Jianghai City, and his strength had greatly increased. Moreover, Liang Haiyun's cultivation had also broken through to the 8th level of the general realm. It was unwise to fight Liang Haiyun now. However, before Pang Shuai could speak, Lin Feng nodded and said, "I accept your challenge." "Very good, then we will transfer the money to the public account of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall now." Liang Haiyun took out his mobile phone and completed the transfer quickly. Lin Feng also took out his mobile phone and started to transfer money. Originally, after Lin Feng transferred the money to Luo Meihui, he only had more than 2 million, but after Lin Feng won the first place in the general list, he immediately received a transfer of 8 million bonus from Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. So now Lin Feng just has more than 10 million. "Lin Feng, you are too impulsive." Li Shue came up. After Lin Feng transferred the money, he looked at Li Shue and smiled. "Xiao Shue, don't worry, he is not my opponent." Lin Feng, Liang Haiyun is now at the 8th level of the War General realm. He has just tested his physical data. His strength has reached 100,000 pounds, his speed has reached 50 meters per second, and his agility has reached 300 beams of light dodging per minute. With this data, he has a chance to break into the top 10 in the city. It is unwise for you to agree to fight him. Li Shue sighed. Lin Feng curled his lips. "That's it, Li Shue." Lin Feng originally thought that fighting Liang Haiyun would take a little effort, but now it seems that defeating Liang Haiyun is just a matter of effort. This time he picked up 20 million for nothing. What's going on? How could Wuji, who ranks first on the War General list, be surpassed by someone? At this time, Li Shan suddenly exclaimed, "Liang Haiyun, Li Shue, Pang Shuai," and Li Yang looked up at the light screen in front of them, and indeed found that Wuji, who had always been ranked first on the list of generals, had been surpassed. Now the first on the list of generals is Xiao Lin. Xiao Lin. Who is this Xiao Lin? He actually defeated Wuji and got the first place on the list of generals. Li Shan swallowed his saliva. Liang Haiyun next to him frowned. He knew Wuji's true identity. Ji was one of the strong contenders for the provincial champion, but now Ji was defeated by Lin. Who is this Lin?